So right now we have a first for us. This is a 2019 Harley Davidson Road King. Sorry, we're just gonna leave that in there. We're gonna be real. Again, no sunglasses, the sun, it's Florida. Customer brought it in. This is one of our customers that we've done before. We did his Road Glide, one of the anniversary editions, came out phenomenal. He loved it, so he brought this one back to get a 4-speaker audio package installed by Davidson Audio. What are we going to do on this bike? Well, we are going to mimic our Indian Springfield audio package, but guess what? Indian Springfield, Indian version of this Harley. So what that's going to include is going to be our power plant in the, we're going to go the brake side saddlebag on this one because the frame's more open going into the bike, opposite of the Indians. And what we're going to be doing is putting a Cicada Audio FLX 1400.4P in that saddlebag with a backup Bluetooth streamer. Just give a little bit more distance. Going back to front, we're going to do Cicada Audio lid cutting kit there. And in the lowers he already has, we're going to do the Metra speaker adapters there, put 6.5s up there. And yeah, in the lids, we're going to go, or for speakers in the rear, we're going CM 69.2s to give them as much mid-bass as possible. And in the fairing, or the lowers, we're going to do the Cicada Audio CH 6.5 4 ohms. So let's show you the bike now. As you all can see, this bike is pretty darn well stock. Has the OEM lowers on it, aftermarket windshield. So again, we're going to replace this with a 6.5-inch speaker adapter here to put the CH 6.5s there. Here we're going to do a lid cutting kit, put the Cicada Audio CM 69.2s there. And then back here where stuff is, we're going to stash a 1400.4P back here down and low as possible, secured to the wall. We're going to do quick disconnects with a bulkhead on the back of that saddlebag there to ensure we get our wires passing through, secured properly, go up under the seat. Everything will be quick disconnect, maintain all of that. So this is what the bike looks like now. There's not much to it. They are Road Kings. They're awesome bikes. I had a lot of fun on my Springfield. This one is Harley's version of it, or vice versa. So let's get this in the bay and get it torn apart. This Road King is all complete. I wanted to show you before we go putting everything back together 100%. Where we're at. So let's start from the front. The customer rode the bike in, already had the non-liquid cooled, so those are just lowers on the bike, and he had the stock lids on here. So what we did is we added the Metra speaker pods for here, enclosures, and what we ended up deciding to do is we used some clear silicone to help seal it up, and then this is a 2-piece part. We bonded that piece to this with panel bond to make sure we had a good tight fitment here. There you can see our quick disconnect, our 2-pin Ampersol DT connector right there. We put the tank back on because you already know we run the wires right down here. They're actually sitting out right there. So that went on just fine. This extra wire, the customer did provide a phone charger right there, so he wanted a key switched power, so we provided that to him. And then, like I said, the speaker wires come down, and then they come down this side. Down here, they meet the power and ground. So we upgraded, we added a 1-aught ground right there. You can see our added M6 bolt right there with the 4 gauge right here, and the 1-aught is facing that way. We do that so that way the dealerships or this battery doesn't have a bunch of terminals on the battery. There's just one, it goes to here, and then we use that as our ground. Our power wire goes from there to our fuse holder, which is sitting here. And then that and the ground come up, loop over here, which is met by our speaker wire and our accessory harness. This customer had already had I guess there is a harness people make that plugs into this plug, which gives you constant power, ground, and switched accessory. So we use that for our phone charger. We solder directly into that. And then here is the connector we did for the Bluetooth streamer on the FLX 1400.4P, which we'll show you in a second. So power, ground switched. That all plugs in zip tied up. All that with the speaker wire comes down here, zip ties here, along here, and then we let it loose here because this connector, this 12-pin DT, does the 6 speaker wire locations, which is that other saddlebag, which has its own connector, and both of these. So it's 2, 4, 6 channels, 3 speakers. And it's got the power ground switched for the Bluetooth streamer. And then we got our 4-gauge Anderson connector, which sits right here and plugs in beautifully to our bag, which I'll show you the bag, then we'll get the bike all back together, show it to you when it's in. Here is our bag. We 3D printed a, I don't know what you want to call this, a wire stay holder, whatever. On here, 3 bolts, Anderson connector bolts to it. Our DT connector slides and locks into it. And as you can see, they're slightly kicked down. That's to help us clear the side cover. And then we've got 4 stainless steel bolts right here, which hold our 3D printed amp mounting here. So what we did is we utilized the 4 OEM mounting feet for the FLX 1400.4P, bolted those in. We soldered the Bluetooth streamer from Recoil directly into the inputs for this amp. And then here's all of our speaker wire. We panel bonded a mount here and here to hold that. So it's all the speaker wire and the power ground. The remote comes from this. This is just how we tune it. I just set it there because I still got to get with the customer and do a final tune. Speaker wire comes nice and up here to our CM 69.2s in the lids. And then in the bottom is a CH 6.5 4 ohms. And real quick, if you can see down there, that is the DT connector for that side. So let's get this bike put back together. That way I can show you that. And then we're going to go out and see how it sounds. Real quick, the bike is all put back together. So what I wanted to show y'all was, so you can see just a little bit right there at that angle. That is the quick disconnects for power, ground, speaker wires, everything. So yeah, you can see it just a little bit, but guess what? That is good and secure. That's not going anywhere. And then as you walk around the bike, you know, you don't really see anything. So it looks super nice, super clean, tucked up, out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. So let's go see how this bike sounds. This customer's Road King is all wrapped up. This is a 4-speaker bike that we did for our customer. He's a returning customer. He's the one that brought us the anniversary edition. I think it's the 100th or the 110th anniversary Road Glide. We did a 4-speaker on that as well. So he brought us, this is Road King here, 2019, for some love as well. So what we did on this, instead of rattling on about it twice, let's just show you the bike, let you listen to it, because the customer's gonna be picking it up on the next day or two. I know y'all don't want to see my face. Y'all want to see the star of this show, which on this video is this beautiful 2019 Road King. What I really like about the Road Kings, the Springfields, is the no windshield. We used to have a Springfield, as you already know. We ended up trading that in for a Power Plus Chieftain. So we are familiar with the non-fixed fairing bikes, and we know how to make them loud. This customer already had the 6.5-inch lowers on the bike, so we added the speaker pod on here with the Cicada Audio CH 6.5s up there with the billet grills, looking also nice and clean. On the bags, he had nothing on here, as you saw earlier, so we did the lid cutting kit from Cicada, added the CM 69.2s. The reason we want this system is to give them all the vocals and the mids and knees in the front, and then the bags, because of this airspace, which should be right about or just under 1 cubic foot, gives them all the bass in the rear. Now, this is how the setup is right now. When the customer comes to pick it up, we're gonna have him listen to it. He might go out and ride it, and if he likes the SX 690s from Hertz that he has in his other bike more, then we may switch them out. This is all part of what we do for our customers, make sure that they're truly, truly happy. And then here, the power plant of the whole system is a Cicada Audio FLX 1400.4P. That's our DSP amplifier. We're streaming directly into that. We have a Davidson Audio amp plate right here. So this is bolted right to the bag. And what we did is we used the OEM mounting spots, front and rear. We took their feet off and dropped it into our mount and bolted it right in. This is the cable to tune it. All of our wiring, nice and neat. Oxygen-free copper wiring. This one comes all the way up to this speaker. And then the rest of ours go through there. Our two bulkheads right there. It's the same setup as our Springfield packages. So that way, if the customer goes to pull the bag off or the shop, they just lean it forward, disconnect our 2 connections, power ground. Other one is speaker connections and remote signal and everything, and it's good to go and drop off. So let's see how this bike sounds.
power, not by power, yeah. Not by power, yeah. Holy Spirit, yeah. By your spirit, yeah. Spirit with me, yeah. Spirit with me. What you gonna do? Oh my God, come through. My squad go through, then we all go through. Say we gon' fall, but they can't come true. Put our faith in the one, make the rain come through. I was broken gracefully until he elevated me. Took the will from A to Z. He doing things I can't do. God put me on, no hate on me. Jesus Christ said wait on me. I waited patiently. Wake up, the time has come. Don't rest, don't wait, it has begun. Are you up in a praise? Blood down his road. Blood of the Lamb is overcome. Are you up in a praise? I see the heavens. I'm seeing.
Where the light at, remind me. If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up, can't throw it up. Break bread with my people, we gon' pour it up. If your price too high, you ain't been blowing up. If you ain't had an ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee.
That is it on this build. Personally, I think it came out great. Now, I am a fan of the 8-inch lowers over 6.5, but customer already had 6.5. So it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the customer thinks. So let's get his thoughts on this complete system.
Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point of your head, it ain't a so head. We let go and let God, but when we pray with your hands, you heard me. Look alive, what's the business?
This customer is here to pick up his beautiful Road King. He's no stranger to Davidson Audio. This is the second bike that we've done for him. So we're just gonna see, he left it with us while he was up in Sturgis, because he's riding his Road Glide, the 100th anniversary, or is it 120th, I think. Yes. 120th, see? I don't even remember how long Harley's been here. So we're gonna see what his thoughts are on the bike. He's gonna get on it, head on out, and we're gonna take a look at one of his saddlebag lids on his other bike, because that's how we do our warranty. So what are your thoughts, good sir?
It sounded great. I really like this. Came back the second time because both times you're taking good care of me. I said that on Facebook and stuff to you. You did a great job with me, so I appreciate that. Already looking forward to riding this bike, and I'll let you know how it feels. Thank you.
Awesome. And then the one thing that we like to do with our customers, especially when they're here in local, is we put the CM 6x9s back here. I told him, go out, ride it, enjoy it. He has the Hertz 6x9s in his other bike. He's gonna go enjoy it and let us know, be like, hey, does it like these ones, whatever application is, we'll take care of him, get him swapped out so he's 100% satisfied. So if you're looking for the best aftermarket audio solution for your Harley, Indians, motorcycle period, even your cars or trucks, make sure you check us out here in beautiful Panama City, Florida. Be happy to help you. God bless all of you. Have a great day, and please ride safe out there.